Good morning, people, to this update. Well, it's just the 13th of May 2013, and I thought, why not make a change? For those people who don't know anything about what happened the weekend, there were a few things. If you would like to check them out, one would be, well, the Occupy Tour of Mayfair. That was just on Saturday. Another one was the Occupy Tour of Mayfair, and another one was Camp Frag 2. Unfortunately, because of commitments, I could not go. But from what I gather, it was a lot of fun. And for the Occupy Tour of Mayfair, if you would like to go to bamboozoo.com, that is that one, bamboozoo.com, and you will find the Occupy Tour of Mayfair and the Occupy broadcasts. It's about, well, probably about an hour and a half. I managed to cut it down for a bit. Perhaps next time I will cut it some more to actually to edit it rather than having a full stream of footage. But very informative. Next up, Occupy London. A few things that have been posted. It is nuts with what's happening at the moment. Latest is from the Evening Standard about the fact that Arriva, a German-owned corporation, gets £330 million subsidies from the taxpayer to run London buses. But for the last year, they haven't paid corporation tax. Now they're trying to get Mayor Boris Johnson to investigate. How long have I'm not sure how long Arriva has run some London bus routes, but I remember them for at least a decade. So you have to actually wonder how many times have they actually paid taxes. Next up, big complex banks are not only too big to fail, but too big to manage. Why is it that only archbishops and technocrats are saying this out loud? You can find this in the Occupy London Twitter account. So just go to twitter.com and go to Occupy London. And on Thursday, the 16th of May, at about 1 o'clock, 1300 hours, join us in Canary Wharf. There's going to be a protest there, a demo about breaking up the banks. If you'd like to find out more, best to go to the Facebook page of Occupy London, and you will find more details on that side. Or if you want to, go to breakupthebanks.org.uk for more details. And one of our occupiers is Kryptonite. She has a blog called Kryptonite Daily. I can see there. And she's written this little blog about corporate giants. Corporate giants aren't wealth creators, they're parasites. Unfortunately, parasites, they sort of, they claim, well, there's a case, parasites do have this habit of giving an illusion that they're actually good for you. On another note, Occupy London, what's been happening on that side? As you can see, we've pinned the too big to fail equals too big to exist, meaning break up the giant corporate banks. I'm of two minds about this actually. You can either break up the banks, and another one that I would actually like would be to nationalize them. They should be non-profit making. But as always, Occupy London is actually very quick with details. There are so many things actually happening at the moment that you end up sometimes trying to keep up. I mean, today what's happening is you have the fuel poverty who will be turning up at the British Gas annual general meeting. They will be at Queen Elizabeth II Conference Center. So if you'd like to visit them, join in. That'd be great. It's going to be from 1 o'clock today. On Wednesday would be the Democracy Cafe on Wednesday the 14th with Dr. Louise Irvin, chair of the Save Lewisham Hospital. What I would like to find out is actually what's happening about the 300 billion pounds of PFI odious debt on the NHS. No one mentions it. John Majors started it in his cabinet. Then Tony Blair and Brown went ballistic with it. And finally, 2012, Cameron and Osborne signed another 30 billion pounds worth of PFI. I shall be live streaming this via bambuza.com. That's Occupy London. If you'd like to, if you would care to join us. What else is happening this week? Yes, there's the Economics Working Group meeting on the 13th of May. If you'd like to find out more about the Economics Working Group of Occupy London, they meet up in the Friends Meeting House between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. So you might actually want to join that. Yeah, so again, that's Wednesday 15th. So that's today would be 1 o'clock British Gas AGM. Some people from Fuel Poverty Action will be there. All about fuel poverty with people. Then 5 p.m. would be Economics Working Group meeting. That's from 1700 hours to 1900 hours. Then Wednesday would be Wednesday the 15th from 1900 hours to 2100 hours. That's Democracy Cafe. At the NHS, Democracy and People Power. And on Thursday would be the Occupy Economics, break up the banks. That's an action that from 1300 hours. So hopefully you can actually join them. Always, if you would like to see some of the events happening in London, or even sometimes outside of London, just visit occupylondon.org.uk. And finally would be Saturday, would be the 18th of May, Defend London's NHS demonstration. That's London Keep Our NHS Public. And on Sunday would be the Energy, Equity and Environment Working Group meeting. I'll be live streaming that one as well. That's from 1400 hours to 1600 hours. It's the case where you can actually do that. Oh, and finally on Sunday, actually, it's every Sunday. If you want to go to Passing Clouds, this is like it's a people's kitchen. It's for people, especially it's very popular with homeless people and students, of course, because they don't have much money. So it's food, and you just pay by donations, and just take what you can actually eat. But the main demo this week is actually the 16th Thursday, Occupy Economics. Unfortunately, it's actually from 1 p.m. So that means people will have to actually take a day off, or maybe take a half day. But Saturday is Defend London's NHS demonstration. That's starting from Jubilee Gardens, from Waterloo. Anyway, and things that we managed to get. Yes, via Occupy News Network Facebook page. Just an update. This is M House 42. He has been having problems with his HTC One X. There seems to be a sound bug that he's encountering. Remember, if you watch him during Chunky Mark, the artist taxi driver's Where's Daddy's Pig action, that's a 4 miles of pushing a toy pig from his hospital because he's suffering from bowel cancer, straight on to 10 Downing Street. he had problems with his with some software in his HTC, and he's already contacted HTC. But if you could go into the Facebook page, Occupy News Network, you will find it. We've made it our cover page. If you could share it and ask other people to share, that would be great. That would be Facebook page, and his Twitter account is at mhoust42. If you would care to follow him, he is going to be live streaming the second leg of Artist Taxi Drivers. Well, Where's Daddy Pig again? That would be this time from 10 Downing Street to the Bank of England. More than likely we'll be changing the hashtag. Where's Daddy's Pig will not trend again, so we will be updating you on what hashtag to use next time. Okay, too big to exist. Another one from Occupy News Network is this. It's it's about the fact that the job seekers allowance in Britain is not as great as the Daily Mail would actually pushing out to the rest of the people. The Daily Mail, okay, United Kingdom average wage, well, the JSA is only about 18% of the average wage. In France, it is 47%. In Germany, 35%. And in Sweden, 68%. And remember, these countries don't have a welfare crisis that they're constantly saying that Britain has. There's only actually a crisis because the spoiled politics have deemed it a crisis. The spoiled 1%ers complaining about that they're paying too much taxes, supposedly. But it's always the case. For some reason this actually has frozen. So we shall do it again. Yeah. Yeah. We'll update some more, but Where's Daddy's Pig support the Artist Taxi Drivers protest is on the 22nd of May. So that's going to be from next week. Next one that we have is Barbara Ennis, who has, for some reason, being paid by ProHealth. As somebody pointed out, it's a cheap shot of advertising. She must be pretty low risk for an insurer. Now let ProHealth put an osteoarthritic 80-year-old with a dodgy ticker on their ads. Unlikely to happen, but if you'd like to share that, that'd be great. And yeah, get rid of the 300 billion pounds of odious debt. London NHS March on Parliament. The hashtags would be Save NHS, hashtag May 18, and of course hashtag OLSX. And finally, they managed. There was a case of this grandmother who killed herself because of the fact that yeah, here it is. This was an article in the Sunday People and reached the Daily Mirror, and I noticed that it's actually on the Daily Mirror's front page today. Sad, rest in peace. Somebody did point out that she may have been able to claim disability, but she did not. But all she knew was that she had to pay an extra £20 a week for her flat, and she couldn't afford it. She decided to throw herself in front of a motorway lorry. And she blames the government for the fact that she was going to lose her home. This happened before. Anyway, so I shall speak to you later on.